I know that supporting public education is not a partisan value. Placing 41st out of 50 states in grade level reading outcomes is not good enough. I know that we all would agree that Michiganders deserve better.
That if we don't truly get our priorities right, as reflected in this budget, we are causing the continual dismantling and underfunding of our schools.
And despite the lack of investment in our public schools, we're actually increasing funding for private schools. We are lining the pockets of for-profit educators by fully funding online cyber schools, many who contract out of Michigan.
But talk is cheap. And I, for one, as a person who has walked this walk, am over it.
The students struggle to understand if education is so critical, why is Michigan dead last in school revenue growth in the nation?
We ranked 41st in the country when it comes to reading.
I am over watching parents and students begging me for help for their children, only for me to say to them, I am sorry. We used to have a reading specialist who could help, but we can no longer afford one.
Michigan deserves better. Heck, our families across the state really deserve better.
I'm over watching half measures being spent on infrastructure just to spend the same money over and over again on poor roads.
The fact that we have had decades of disinvesting in education wasn't just numbers on a balance sheet that didn't really add up. It was going to have an impact on the lives of men and women, boys and girls across this entire state.
When we know it costs so much more to support the learning process of students with special needs and those impacted by poverty.
The School Finance Research Collaborative's analysis correctly described Michigan schools as underfunded by at least $2,000 per pupil, not including additional costs for special education, which is underfunded by $700 million.
The current proposed school aid budget before us just offers more of the same, more cuts, less support, fewer resources.
That means educators maintaining subpar wages. That means teachers are expected to do more with less.
It is so easy for us who sit in this chamber to wave our hands and say, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. It is our job.
I know that we can do better than perpetuating this dismantling and defunding of public education. We can work together as statesmen and stateswomen to do what is right by properly allocating the needed funding to our children to learn.
I'm over watching students and teachers suffer.
We are leaving almost $185 million on the table, on the balance sheet, that could be directed right into our classrooms.
The revenue left on the table or being misappropriated to infrastructure would pay for over 5,100 additional teachers or counselors.
Our success as a state depends on the success of our children.
This is a civil rights issue, and our Michigan parents, teachers, and students, especially those with special needs, deserve better.
There is no stability in this budget. And until we start fully funding our schools, Michigan's future is in serious jeopardy.
Of course, there is something we can do. We can fully fund our schools to meet the needs of our children, all children, every child in Michigan, because Michiganders deserve better.
Because our students deserve better.
Michigan schools deserve better.
Their parents deserve better. Our workers deserve better. And I have confidence in each and every one of you that we can do better.